So this is an upwind self-steering sheet to tiller system. Might as well. Alright, welcome to False Creek, and I just want to show you my self-steering setup. So this is an upwind self-steering setup. That line goes from the end of the boom through a block and then over to here where it just goes into a cam cleat, and then from the other side of the tiller there's another cam cleat which goes to some bungee cords, some surgical rubber tubing and a bungee cord, and that connects here. And yeah, so I just wanted to kind of explain the parts. So this is kind of a re-rig of a setup that I know is working, but I haven't actually tried it. I don't know the name of these shackles, but this is one of those shackles that will come off even when it's under load. So that's useful to disengage it here, and we can disengage it other places as well. So this is just a little piece of rope rigged onto here. It's kind of in the way there of this one, but I don't move this very much, so I'm not too worried about it. And then this block, this actually just fits over the cleat like that. So when we tack, we're actually just going to remove it from here and put it onto the other side. Okay, and then these are cam cleats that I have bolted onto the tiller. So I think that's pretty self-explanatory. But maybe the interesting part is this. So what I've done here is that's just one piece of surgical rubber tubing, okay? And so it's such that I can just hook on more of it or less of it onto this hook here, okay? And in addition, to get this, what I did was I just coiled it up into 4 loops, and then whipped it here onto this ring. And I whipped it quite tight. You have to pull this tight to get the tubing to kind of cinch up, and then you whip it. It's a little bit difficult. And then I made these loops different lengths. Okay, so this one is the weakest one, and the shortest one is the strongest one, and of course I can combine them. And then this bungee cord here just kind of gives me a baseline, just a baseline pull. And but bungee cord isn't necessarily the best thing, because when the force at which it pulls is, after you get to a certain point, is maybe the square of the length that you're stretching it to, whereas surgical rubber tubing is more of a linear pull. It's not that you can't do it with bungees, but the surgical rubber tubing is better. And okay, so again, to tack, we're just going to remove this and this. So I've got this whole piece here. It's a very, very convenient package because I can just put that in a box later when I'm done. And so we'll remove that from there. This block goes to the other side. Okay, so that's going to be going in there. Obviously I'm doing this all with one hand and I'm not actually sailing. But maybe I'll show you this later. Okay, so we've tacked essentially. So this is going to be like an extra main sheet, and what I'll do is I'll set up the I'll set up the main sheet, the real main sheet, and traveler such that it will engage almost immediately if this thing disengages, or if this thing is overpowered. Fairly close hauled here. After this, I'm gonna attempt to get a little closer. We're sailing there. There we go. And once again, this is the setup. So there it all is. So what I'm gonna do to try to get a little closer is I'm as usual, traveled up, and I'm gonna shorten this to try to bring the boom over a little bit. And try to bring the boom over a little bit, and then I'll probably have to tighten this other stuff. Okay, so we're gonna film me doing that, and we'll see how that works. In fact, probably what I'll do first is shorten the actual sheet. Shorten this, and then tighten this. Okay, I'm going to try that a few more times to try to find the sweet spot, but I think we're doing pretty well now. So we're sailing pretty deep now. You probably can't see that. Yeah, we're sailing pretty deep now, and you know, kind of probably on a broad reach, and we're still seems to be working. It took me a little bit to adjust things, but we're back on track. So just to prove a point, I'm up here and the boat is sailing itself. Nobody down there in the cockpit except for my steering system. And yeah, it's pretty great. It's really nice. And I've been up here for 5 or 10 minutes and I haven't had to do anything except for watch out for that fishing boat out there. But should probably clear it okay. And yeah, it's a good time.